would a hard Brexit affect the outlook for the UK and the European Union? Well, the reality is that a hard Brexit is misnamed. It's a phrase that's been used to try and undermine the benefits of what I would call a clean break or a clean Brexit. Now, a clean Brexit is basically a break from the EU permanently. The downside to it is if you have not prepared fully for it. That's why financial markets would be very concerned, because they would be very worried about the transition period and what would be the immediate economic shock. But the reality is that we know that many parts of the financial sector have prepared fully. Indeed, the Governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, just recently pointed out that the Bank of England's survey of UK companies now showed that 80% have prepared fully for a clean break. Moreover, I know from being based in the City of London that since April 2017, UK-based financial firms, so that's firms from all over the world based in London, have continued to prepare in case there was a clean break. So the reality is that it will have more of a shock impact on sentiment, and then it would take a little bit of time to realise that in actual fact, fears were probably misplaced. There are some sectors that would be impacted. That's the auto sector, the chemical sector, and the farming sector in the UK. Of course, the biggest impact would be on those firms on the continent, in the rest of the euro, who sell heavily into the UK market. Because as we know, the UK has a big trade deficit with the rest of the European Union, and the UK is a big market because it's grown steadily for European goods. So the biggest impact will be on those firms who have not prepared. But the reality is it's better, in my view, to clear this up now. The biggest challenge for business is the uncertainty. The UK and the EU can have a win-win situation if we devoid ourselves of the politics and focus on this from a business, commercial and financial perspective. So many of the fears about a clean break have been overdone. Naturally, if you're not prepared, then there would be a shock. And the biggest challenge in terms of predicting things is it's very opaque as to how prepared either governments are or the commercial and business sector is. And that's the biggest challenge.